Hi, Timo.
Hi, welcome.
Gus.
Timo.
I'm Gustav here at the EON Summit. I am so anxious to know about the experiences you have gained into the testing lab. But before into the technical topics, how do you landed into this testing fascinating project? Where do you came from before EON? How all started this new professional career into electromobility?
Yeah, so I'm now 19 years in the company in EON, and I just worked in former times as a test engineer for natural gas related things, micro CHPs and fuel cells and all things around, and also supported building one of the first power to gas stations in EON. And then 12 years ago now, there was a topic that PV could be interesting. And I said, great, I would like to do that. And then say, okay, you can have 20 square meters, a small corner, but do something, but it must be marketing-wise great. And bottom of my heart, I'm an engineer, so the difficult thing for me is marketing. And then we started testing all the things, and we developed it further and further. Then after some while, people reached out because we got already the name being a testing lab in EON. People reached out and said, hey, we have the first AC wall box, and it only charged for 10 minutes. Can you help us? And we said, okay, yes, of course, we can take a look. We developed that further. I was driving through all the regions in Europe to find out what are the main root causes for not really well-working products, not really well-working chargers. One of the really problems are climate conditions. We figured this out quite soon. We have in the north, we have minus 30 degree. In the south, we have plus 40 degree. And it must, you like to charge, yeah? There, and you like to full power charge, yeah? Don't get derated, whatever. And so I come back from that trip and say, okay, we need to build something. We need to have a climate chamber. So we started building our own climate chamber. And then testing at minus degrees, at plus 50 degrees also. And then testing also under real conditions, meaning under full load, really attaching cars, building simulators. So, and that's where we come from, really. We try to do things, we learn, we do it by hand, we automate it, we build all our equipment by our own.
That's very interesting. And when it happened this?
This is now 8 years ago already, where we started with mobility AC. Then after some while, we also got high power chargers the first to come. And then we also extended our business there because it's the same problems we had with AC charging. Also, we get in DC charging. So we built climate chambers, but a little bit bigger. Yeah, you know that product we are also standing for. It's not so easy like a wall box putting in a fridge. You need much bigger fridge. So we built bigger climate chambers.
I understand.
And then in 2021, the area we had was 1,000 square meters. There was no space left. So we searched for a new one, and we opened now beginning of this year our new EON testing lab, which is 10,000 square meters in total, where we have a 3 megawatt grid connection to also be prepared for all the megawatt charging scenarios. And also then have big climate chambers. We doubled our capacities there to really do the things which are necessary to do to provide well-working products to our customers.
I guess somehow it's the result of a great team combination, because otherwise you will be the crazy guy talking about the extreme temperature impact. But if you don't have other peers that can agree or support you or maybe have similar like-minded set, so all together is the result of a great teamwork.
Yes, I guess. So I think I have, as usual, the best team you can get. But they're every time going the extra mile, and you already met a few of my people also here, and they're also already here long days and doing the best to also show why it's necessary to do that things. And we have a lot of great partners where we are working with. We have charging partners, we have OEMs, so car manufacturers, truck manufacturers, as partners we are working with.
I'm sure.
We are all targeting on making e-mobility charging, e-mobility driving as an experience safe and reliable.
I'm sure. Okay, so I am supposed to be a charging manufacturer. I am a startup. In anywhere in Europe or in China, maybe. I am trying to sell my product. I invest a lot of money into R&D. I have a beautiful design, hardware. I have AC, DC, and then I wanted to sell it out in Germany. So then, okay, I have approved all licenses or certifications, but
so congrats to that. At first, congrats for getting all
which
that
is very
done.
hard. We know bureaucracy in Germany is something important. But but then next step is to partner with companies like EON, because I guess be in the testing lab is part of this process, I guess.
So we
is this mandatory for any supplier to work with EON, for instance?
No. But if you like to sell a product to EON, you must go to the lab. Yeah,
this was my question.
Yes. So we are only selling products which are tested and which are approved. We don't sell products over Europe which are not approved or which has high risk for whatever reason to our customers. That's what we are not selling. So therefore, if you are a new startup and you like to sell, you need to convince our regions which could be interested in your product. And I'm quite sure that your product would be really interesting, design-wise, function-wise. And then they say, okay, we would like to use that for one of our new regions. And they will reach out to me and say, Timo, we need to test that. We will go on our sprints, we will get tested, and then we will make a joint session, and I will explain you what went well, what not went well, how can you improve, because we already have a lot of experience. We will help you.
And how does it? How long does it take to become certified by EON Testing Lab?
So
quality
it's
approval.
So if it's just a product which is the best product you can get, which will mean it will easily pass, it's a week. It's 1 week of testing.
That would
on
be
AC.
A minimum and good enough. One week of process.
Yes, and when for DC it's around 2 weeks, depending a little bit on feature sets, dynamic load management, whatever, which can be added. But that's in the, I would say, the one-time test. And if you pass, you pass.
Okay.
I can tell you
the good old times, yeah? The connectors were different, there were so many different ones, and now we have a more simple life with the connectors. What are the current challenges in terms of certification?
I think most problems we have still is firmware update processes. Still a lot of difficulties we see in there. Other topic is Eichrecht. Calibration law compliance in Germany is really difficult.
Okay, this is for German market.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's very popular among the professionals of the hardware manufacturers.
So if you like to sell energy, you need to have it.
Yeah.
In Germany or in Austria at least.
Some players, they think, okay, this is something that is good to do it now because potentially might be the standard for whole Europe.
Maybe.
Do you agree with this?
Yes, I think there will be a wider standard in Europe. That's what we also see in the past, right? It's just a region is doing something and then it will be transferred to some European regulations. If it's really like the Eichrecht we have today, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that something like that will get standardized over Europe over some time.
Let's break down a little bit. So calibration, what else?
So we have load management. We have just the CDR topic, so charge detail records. Are the kilowatt hours correct transfer to the backend? So are you getting the right bill?
Right.
For the
you get what
energy.
you paid.
Yes.
And this is named, the concept is kilowatt transfer.
It's just for the CDR, so the charge detail record. So in the end, it will be the bill you get that we check that it's end to end correct. So that you in the app, in the end of the day, will get the right
energy you paid for.
Yes. Other topic we still have is just also load management, meaning we have more and more the difficulty to extend grids all over Europe. It's not going then saying, today I like to have a bigger grid. It's really difficult, it takes time. And then we're talking about load management, we're talking about adding battery storage systems, adding PV systems. I think the biggest change about over the years, which you mentioned, is in the past we sold the product. It's just, we sold that, it's a product, you're happy. Today we're selling solutions, meaning it's contract, it's load management, it's battery system, it's energy steering, it's a lot of things around. I think that's one of the big challenges, why it's also more necessary to test this whole ecosystem.
When we talk about ecosystem, it's not only manufacturers, it's also SMPs, software companies, only service companies. Do you cooperate with them also? Are they already cooperating with you?
We have several companies which are already cooperating with us. We have our backend provider. We have different energy management solutions in our portfolio.
But they go through different testing process.
Yes.
But they also can test their services and products.
Yeah. So they also have their software developers quite often in the lab to integrate new products, to fix issues, and also just to take a look. For example, if you plug in your car, it's necessary to know what's the ramp-up curve. So how fast, for example, need the battery system need to react?
Realistic. Estimation.
Yeah, because from PowerPoint, and it's every time a sentence I'm telling all the PowerPoint guys, it's just in the lab, PowerPoint meets reality.
That's brilliant. Okay, so what we have here is ADS Tech, one of your partners.
Yeah.
We know is a very successful charging hardware company. But why did you put this specific hardware here in the event?
Yeah, so that's a really great product because it has can be used with a small grid connection because it has integrated battery and can provide high power charging. Also, if you only have a small grid connection like you have for events or on front courts or on fueling station, which never had been designed for megawatt transformers. Yeah? And that's a really great solution with small grid connection, just with buffering of the batteries. And this product especially has a much more bigger pro, which is you can use this not only for charging cars, you can also use this, for example, to support your grid. For example, you can use the battery for charging and discharging also to your house, to your
So
B2B
it would
building.
be not only V2G, but also, let's say, charging to G.
Yeah, it would be vehicle
charging to grid.
which is not vehicle to home, which is more charger to home. Because the case just for vehicle to home we have not in here. But it's, for example, if you have a big PV system, you don't like to charge this battery overnight full.
Okay, this is very exciting. This is like a hybrid model.
Yes.
Like not only energy storage, but a hybrid energy storage charging station all in one.
It's best of both worlds.
Yeah. So this is a mobile charger. So
Yeah.
here at this moment has no connection to the grid.
Yeah.
It has energy storage and can charge this wonderful Volkswagen
Yes.
or that Mercedes,
Or the Mercedes or the
Auto over
BMW.
there.
Yeah. And it
that's
also
great.
can, for example, now give energy back to the building.
Yeah.
Just using this battery as a buffer battery also for the building. Yeah? To charge that, if you have sun, we don't have PV installed here, yeah? But if you have sun, you can charge it full in the mid of the day, and then you can use it just for your building, you can use it for the cars, so you have much more opportunities to use this.
Okay, Timo, thank you very much for your time and great
Really-
insights.
Really thanks, and really great. I think you should come to the lab,
Yeah.
and then we should do a second session.
Yeah,
So
I will do it.
You're
for sure.
invited.
Yeah.